back, folks, to Let's Play Betrayal at Krondor, and when last we left off, we managed to make it to LaMut, finding some treasure along the way, and discovering that Owen isn't that good at playing the lute. Yet. Maybe in time he'll improve, but for now, we're gonna head back to LaMut, because there was something that I overlooked, and that is this big building here. It has enter. We need to enter it. Who knows? There may be plot. And there is plot. The garrison was impressive. Sitting high on a hill overlooking LaMut, the military outpost had been constructed years earlier to head off a possible Moredhel assault on the western border of the kingdom. They followed a road that snaked through town and up the rocky hill upon which the garrison sat. After speaking with the sentries at the gate, they were led under the fortress's massive iron portcullis. Captain Belford stood as they entered the room. "It's good to see you again, Locklear," he said, extending his hand. "I share that sentiment. What news have you?" "How is Earl Kasumi?" Locklear asked as the men shook hands. They sat in hard wooden chairs as Belford replied. "He's well, but he's off taking care of some business with a few new guards come through the rift from Kelawon. As for the rest of us, we're looking for a group of grey warriors from Kelawon who slipped through the rift just before it closed." Locklear looked a little puzzled. King Liam and Emperor Ichindar granted the Grey Warriors freedom and new status in the kingdom. "Yes, but the agreement doesn't allow for the nationalization of stolen goods. Seems they may have absconded with a valuable ruby from Makala's entourage," said Belford. "Makala? The Tsurani Great One?" Owen asked. Belford smiled. "Yes. He has been talking to Prince Arutha about establishing a permanent rift to encourage trade between the kingdom and Kelawon. He's really throwing his weight around trying to get his ruby back. If you should happen to come across it, bring it back here. He's offering a reward." They thanked him for his information and left. Good information to know. We have another side quest. Right, let's get back to the road. And hope we don't encounter any No. Hello, person there in the road. You are probably not a friend. They agreed to attack. Going over the plan as quickly as possible, Locklear laid out a simple strategy. "We're set then," he said. "Let's just hope our advance is undetected, or our advantage will be lost. This may improve our stealth." Oh. The Moredhel warrior shouted in surprise. Charging in, Locklear tried to estimate what his opponent might try to do and how best to react to each possibility. Though they had gained an advantage by catching him off guard, the outcome of the battle was far from decided. Ooh, we did get the advantage here. Right. So, we can move some distance. We have spell casting that we can do. We can defend, we can attack, we can rest. What we're going to do is we're going to have you move to here. And you're going to move up somewhat. Not too far. It's turn-based. We can spend as long as we like in our turn, considering what we're going to do. Also note that the battle is taking place where we actually encountered the combat, which is another neat little touch. You might have a crossbow. I highly hope you don't. So we're going to move here. Ooh, okay. Go to here, please. And you could cast a spell. And that spell could be Despair Thy Eyes. On you. And now you should not be able to hit as well. So if I left click here, I have an 68% chance to deal 17 damage, or a 53% chance to deal 24 damage with a swing. I'm going to go with a thrust. Excellent. Donk. And you have 52 and 37. You're not as good with this weapon because it is a human-made weapon, so I'm going to have you thrust as well. And you missed. I'm just going to have you defend here, and miss. Now, as people take damage, their ability to attack lessens. So a heavily injured opponent or ally is much less likely to be able to land a blow. That's 20. That's pretty good. Now, we could move you up, but I'm just going to have you try and regain some stamina, because wizards cast using their stamina and later their health. So you don't want to cast too frivolously. There we go. Oh, you're trying to run. You're trying to run. We're not going to let you run. Oh no! The battle was won. Search the body for supplies, Locklear suggested, then amended, but make it quick. If there are more waiting out there, let's not be here when they return. Good! Gorath checked the corpse. No sense in being squeamish, he said, rifling through a rucksack for supplies. Oh, we have stuff. Right, we have money. We have armor, which is a lot better than the armor you have, and we have a sword, which isn't terrible. Not terrible at all, actually. 60 or so percent durability. Great. That went very well. Also, you'll notice that that sword is already not looking as good as it once was. Yep, a few blows, and already we have damage to our blades, but we can fix that up. Also, we're going to save because that is our first successful combat. Hopefully it's not going to be our last. Right. Any more enemies about? No. Any goodies off the beaten track? Maybe. You'd think there'd be something here in this area, but there might not be. There's a cave? What's that leading to? I am curious. This is Zun, apparently. I mean, I can check it out. It's probably not a good idea. A sulphurous stench was in the wind. This must be the Mordain Cadal, Locklear said, his eyes glazing as he lost himself in thought. I knew that it was somewhere close. As I recall, Mac is dwarven for mine or cave or something like that. Now, considering the dwarves are no friends of the Moredhel, they might be of some assistance to us, assuming they don't take exception to Gorath here. Do we investigate or not? You know what? I say we investigate. The tunnels were damp. Though the silver-seamed earthen roof which stretched over their heads was tall enough that they didn't have to crouch, Locklear felt hemmed in by the shaft. He was privately thankful the dwarves were larger than they were often given credit for in the legends. We're in a dungeon. Okay. This I'm a little concerned about. This looks like a dungeon. We could have a quick look. The map, yep, will update for us. That is good as we explore. Let's move. Sparks rocketed down the corridor. Slamming Owen flat against the mineshaft walls, Locklear narrowly leapt for cover himself as something skidded along the rocky floor. Abruptly, the glowing cone of fire winked out of existence as it collided with an unseen wall. After several long heartbeats, the senior peeled himself away from the wall just in time to meet the gaze of a short tree stump of a man. Bloody awful, Hammer! You'd best have a demon in your bones. You have come to take a whack at killing the beastie, have you not? It is Nador Bandok. He has horns on his helmet, he has a big axe. This is a dwarf. Beastie? Beastie, aye! Half a week ago we heard something fierce a-baying in the mine, terrible cold-like. Of course a dwarf knows the sound instant, whether he's heard it before or not. Braknur. Curse of every old elver since first dwarves took up hammers. I've never heard of them. No one has in quite a while, laddie. There hasn't been a Braknur in the upper mines for well on since Delong the Great laid claim to the kingdom of the Isles. We thought we'd laid low the lot of them, but the kobolds are stirring them up in their quest. Kobolds? Your folk call them gnomes. They used to worship a dragon what lived down here, but when the dragon disappeared, they thought the dwarven folk hid him away. Every now and again their leader, Fadir, takes a notion to undertake a holy quest to find him. This time they must have woke up a clutch of Braknur. Now the nerve collapsed the main passage and killed 30 of our kin, with reward for whoever can do it in. If you've a mind and have the spirit, that is. Let's ask about the Brackner. I'm not saying we're interested in killing your Brackner, but if we were looking for it, what would it be like? Half again you're right, and made of stone, like living rock they were. From out their nostrils they breathe a green mist, but I'd be wary of getting too close to look, for they'll drop a boulder on your head sure now. We've already had a few bravos what's coming to try a hand at killing the beastie, but there's not much they've been able to do themselves beyond get themselves so mangled they needed the help of a temple. I'd be wary of them, though, as I would be of the beastie. They, none of them, want else but then to claim the gold that we've offered for the creature's slayer. So we're going to have rivals to slay the Brackner. Great. This is not great at all. The way things have been going for us recently, perhaps we would do well to seek a little help at the temples as well. Where are the closest ones? We dwarves don't much dawdle outside the grey towers or Stone Mountain, but as I ken, there's a temple of Killian betwixt Zun and Hawk's Hollow. I think there might also be a temple of Ishap here close, but I can't exactly recall where that would be. Good info. Let's talk about armour repair. The barkeeper at the Blue Wheel Inn at LaMut suggested you might be able to repair our armour. If we weren't digging ourselves out of this pretty mess, aye, we could do something for you, but we're all tied up to a man. Pardon me saying so, but we've problems a bit more pressing than dealing with dented armour. You might try a hermit what lives near Hawk's Hollow. He's gained something of a reputation for himself over the past few years. What about swords? If you can't repair our armour, do you at least think you can do something about our swords? I hate to be difficult, but we're really in a crucial situation. Are you deaf, laddie? I told you before we haven't the time to go repairing things at the moment. We're in a crucial situation ourselves, if you haven't noticed. We would be willing to pay you. I'm sure you would, just as I'm sure I know the dwarves below would be willing to pay to get out from under the rock. It's a question of time. Time! Look, if I show you a trick to sharpening your swords, will you promise not to be bothering anyone else in the mine? I think I could turn a handful of sovereigns to advantage in LaMut, and hire a strong few backs. You have my word of honour. That shall have to do. I'll teach you quick a little about weapon crafting, but I'll expect a fee of 50 sovereigns for my trouble. Do we have a deal? I literally cannot pay you. I didn't really have a lesson in mind at the moment. We'll see if we can't find someone else to sharpen our swords for us. Whatever you like, we both have things to do. I'm sure we'll see you again. Thank you for your time, Nada. I hope you can get things straightened out down here. We'll be fine as soon as we're through some of this rock and the Brackner is laid low. You can't keep us down. I didn't think so. Perhaps we'll meet again. So, we could explore this horrible mine of doomy doom. We also don't have a rope. This is a problem. Not a fan of the no rope situation. Let's just keep looking around for a bit and see what we can uncover. The answer is probably a problem. Or 5. A crossroads. I went up there instinctively a la Ravenloft to look for the map. The map is not there, me. The map is here. Let's go this way for a bit and see what we can find here. Probably trouble. Ooh. I don't know what that does. That seems to be a dead end. Okay, that's not a ladder. That will take me anywhere interesting. So let's go this way instead. See what we can uncover. Probably a problem. Oh, we can just hold it down. Okay. And just sort of move in a semi-autopilot manner. A door. Okay, I'm going to save again. If there's one thing you want to do in a game you've never played before, save early, save often, save everywhere. Owen tried the door. It's locked tight. Think we should take a shot at opening it up? Yes, but once I have switched things up so that you gain some lock-picking skill. This is when this door just won't open and we get sad. Alright, let's give it a go. We don't have very much. This looks like a more complicated lock. Lockmaker knew what he was doing, he said. It's beyond my ability. I can't open it. No good. It doesn't fit. Try again. Nope. No. I mean, we may be getting experience from doing this. But I don't think we can open that. No, we can't. We can't right now. Maybe we can later when we're a little bit more skilled. Look at us zooming through here! Like, literally zooming through. That is some speedy travel. Gorath yawned. We need rest, he said, looking for a good place to camp. If we go much further without sleep, we might not be able to handle any unexpected surprises along the road. Okay. So we need to rest. Till this point, maybe? Will that do a trick? I hope so. If we end up fighting nothing, we can always load back up, can't we? Always load back up. We are exploring this place. Aha! Okay! Combat! Combat in the gloom, I might add. Combat in the gloom. Also, need to switch your things here so that you can gain some skills. I wonder if we can actually do this. They agreed to attack. Going over the plan as quickly as possible, Locklear laid out a simple strategy. We're set then. Let's just hope our advance is undetected, or our advantage will be lost. The enemy was not surprised. I don't recall having given you permission to be here. A large, bull-necked man stalked towards them, his fists curled before him. Turn around. We don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through, Locklear replied. Immediately, the man turned and snapped his fingers. Moments later, the battle was joined. Excuse me? Do not attack my wizard. I need you to move out the way. And I need you to move and thrust. How about thee? Okay. You move and thrust here. Okay, you are intent on coming after my spellcaster. Okay, please don't. Okay, we're gonna have to focus on you here. Okay, that was good. That was good. Okay, I need you to defend some more. And we're doing alright here at the moment. Okay, we're not doing alright here at the moment. Why can't you cast any? Probably because someone's too close to you, that's why. Keep defending. Oh! Not bad. Oh! Oh, that was a block! Need you to keep defending, please. I need to hit here. We are not doing well at this whole... hitting malark. Misses? Please, no! Please don't hit my wizard! Okay, there we go. Okay, we got one of them. Right, move over to here, please. And move over to stab this person. Okay, you're really intent on coming after the wizard. Please stop. And then the running away began. Please? I really don't want to get stabified here. Alright, let's... Your strength is pretty high here. Okay, you're having difficulty. Right, now you can cast spells, but we don't have any stamina. I need you to recuperate. And that will help you recuperate a little bit. We need... you. There we go! The battle was won. Search the bodies. They may have valuable supplies. And make it quick. That was worrying. Your stamina is not great. Health is fine, though, but no stamina means not much spell casting in our future. Okay, what do they have? Right. Gorath looked for supplies. Feeling a bit like a vulture, he turned the body this way and that as he searched for anything that might be of use to them on their journey. All in all, he supposed that if he were the dead man, it wouldn't matter to him any longer what happened to his belongings. Ooh! A Moredhel lamprey. 3+ strength, 5+ skill, elf. Right, that is a U weapon. This is money. That is armor for later. That is definitely a U weapon. That is a good blade. Like 3+ strength, 5+ skill. 0+ strength, 10+ skill. I'm going to give you that because you're just better with elven blades. Or at least I hope you are. And this, ooh, another. Ooh, and some really high quality armor here. We could probably sell this for a fair amount of coin. 81. That's actually better than the armor you're currently wearing. And that's better than the armor you're currently wearing. Which means you can now have the 78% armor. 86, 91. That went moderately well. I mean, the stamina part is not great. But hopefully in the next encounter, we can have Owen rest and he can recover that stamina. Now, that is one of the things that I was worried enemies would do. Focus on one person in particular. Focus on the spellcaster. It's a sensible strategy. I'd certainly focus on their spellcasters or their archers. And so, when we come back, folks, we are exploring a mine. Should we be exploring this mine? Can we take on the foe that is deep within, that the dwarves will reward us for slaying? I don't know. Probably not. It is very early on. But you never know. We might be able to. Also, it is quite dark. We could use our torch, but I think we'll be okay for the time being. And this is when we need a rope, and we don't have a rope. Or maybe we can jump it. We probably can't. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.